February 24th, 1981, and the nation presents its last Medal of Honor to a Special Forces NCO from El Campo, Texas, to Army Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez. But Roy's story really begins in a base camp in Vietnam in 1968. Benavidez is walking to church services when he hears battlefield noises over a distant radio.
People were yelling for help, and I saw the pilots running towards their choppers, and I heard them yelling, "Scramble, scramble."
A friend who a few months earlier had saved Benavidez's life is now in trouble himself.
And I just jumped on the next helicopter and asked the pilot to take me in.
No weapon, no idea where he was going, and no idea what he'd find when he got there.
I didn't know that I had jumped in the middle of a battalion of North Vietnamese soldiers that had over 350 men there.
But he had, and in the next 6 hours, Benavidez, wounded 5 times and bayoneted in both arms, would kill or wound countless enemy and rescue or recover every member of that ambush team.
That I was loading people in the helicopter, and I was the last one that got on and holding my intestines in my hand, my arm.
When the chopper landed, medics thought Benavidez was dead, and they put him in a body bag.
And I could hear the zipper coming up, and oh my God, I was wiggling in my own blood.
A doctor touched his chest.
And when I felt that hand there, the only thing I could do was spit in the doctor's face to let it show a sign that I was still alive.
10 years passed. Benavidez had been recommended for the Medal of Honor, but the paperwork got lost, and as time passed, witnesses disappeared. An El Campo newspaper writes a story about Roy. The story is reprinted in Los Angeles and again in Australia, where a copy finally makes its way to the Fiji Islands. There, a survivor of Benavidez's 6 hours in hell had gone to live. Things began to happen, records were reconstructed, and in 1981, a new president gave an old soldier this nation's last Medal of Honor. Today, Roy Benavidez sees life a little differently.
They call me a hero. Well, I appreciate the label, but the real heroes are the ones that gave their life for this country.
Roy, who as a kid was a Golden Gloves boxer, and as a Special Forces NCO was called Tango Mike Mike.
Tango Mike Mike stands for the mean Mexican.
That mean Mexican is home in El Campo working with at-risk youth.
Because they're the future leaders of the country. If, you know, like I tell these youngsters in school, if you're going to gang up, why not gang up on education? Gang up against drugs.
A Texas patriot and a Hispanic role model.
You know, tell them there's no color of skin that we should look at. The only thing we should look at, the color is the red, white, and blue, because we're all Americans.
Ralph Gower, News Channel 10, tonight.